Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to go through all the top teams for the Magmazard Dream on boss. We're going to lead it off with a free-to-play team. Pink Twin on the right, Blue Twin on the left, Pheromore and Chimera on the Stellar Bond. Damon here to further buff up Chimera, and then you have Coco in the back left corner with the Blood Moon spell. Gonna go ahead and run this team. So Chimera is the best damage dealer for Magmazard. We're doing common 2 difficulty right now. If your resonating level is high enough, or if you're using one of the more top teams, you will probably easily clear common 2 and move into hard difficulty. So the teams that we're showing you are good for both common 2 and hard basically. So this is going to be the most budget team because it doesn't have Velara, it doesn't have Reinier, it has heroes pretty much everyone would have built up. Damon doesn't need to be high ascended for this team, he's mainly here just to buff up Chimera. Chimera is your major damage for this team, along with Pheromore, magic circle damage, but that's kind of sharing the damage across the whole team. And with the Blood Moon spell is the best artifact for today, so make sure you upgrade that to the maximum level that you can. Okay, so as you can see, we're going to be able to clear common 2 difficulty pretty easily here with the level that we're at. I'm going to go ahead and do a skip run of this in hard difficulty to show you in action and the actual score, and then we're going to move on to the other teams as well. But this is the weakest team, and even if you have Velara at low copies, you'll probably want to try the Velara version of this team, which I'm going to show you after this. So here we go. So Coco version, fully free to play, 3775 million, not bad. A lot of damage coming from both Chimera and Pheromore. I also have Pheromore charms crafted along with Chimera because they're both kind of key damage dealers. So I got both of their charms crafted as a priority for this Dream Realm boss. Okay, moving on to the next one, we have a team from Elysion, exactly the same, but it has Velara rather than Coco in the back, and you should try this even if your Velara is at low ascension, because it probably is still going to be better. Pink Twin on the right, Blue Twin on the left, Damon buffing up Chimera, Pheromore buffing up Chimera as well, and then Velara in the back left corner with the Blood Moon spell. We'll go ahead and do a skip run because it's basically the same team as we just showed you, but if you're running Velara, you're going to get a much better score, like 4,342 million, and like I said, it can probably work at Velara low ascension as long as she's able to survive. But the Coco team is not a bad score overall either. Okay, next up now we have the more pay-to-win teams. We have a team from Frosty. So this is still a No-Reinier team, so it isn't like completely pay-to-win, but it has Ravion, it has Velara. If you have these heroes built, then definitely give this a try. Blue Twin on the right, Pink Twin on the left. We have Chimera and Pheromore on the Stellar Bond. Pheromore buffing up Chimera. Ravion in front of Blue Twin, and Velara in the upper left corner with the Blood Moon spell. As for level boosting, try to boost the levels of here is honestly tough. Because it's a Ravion team, I'm gonna boost the levels of Ravion as well. I have Pheromore as the lowest level of them, but mainly Chimera, Velara, and then probably Ravion. Okay, so we'll go ahead and skip this team and see what type of score we can get with this Frosty version. No-Reinier team. Yeah, that's really good. 4,756 million damage with the No-Reinier team. We had the boosted levels on... We didn't even have the boosted levels on Pheromore. So to actually do a side-by-side comparison to give you an idea of which heroes you should be boosting in levels, we'll also run it with Pheromore boosted rather than the Ravion. Velara kind of always is going to be important to boost up because she's going to increase the stats of Chimera by the most. Okay, this did slightly worse. Okay, next up we now have a team, another team from Rainier. Rainier came up with a lot of teams today. So this is going to be a Reinier team, but a no-Velara team. So this is a team which may be the best for people if your Velara is not built. So Blue Twin on the right, Pink Twin on the left. We have Reinier to position swap the Chimera, Pheromore here to buff Chimera, and Damon also to buff Chimera with the Blood Moon spell. We're going to boost the levels of the key hero damage deals, which are going to be Damon, Pheromore, and Chimera over here. And let's go ahead and actually watch this replay out, because now we're coming to the top teams. I want to see how they do. So Magmazard is not a high RNG boss, fortunately. You're going to get almost the same score each time you run it, as long as all of your heroes survive. And then it'll just come down to, you know, the level of upgrades you have, mainly how upgraded your Chimera is. And honestly, even though we have Pheromore charms crafted, it isn't a major priority to get the Pheromore charms. It's really just Chimera charms. And if you're running a Ravion team, Ravion charms as well. Velara, Twins, Reinier, their charms at blue level is not at all important because it doesn't increase your score at all. It just provides them tankiness, which isn't really needed. Like, even if you see the Twins right now, they're not going to be at a risk of dying. And if Reinier dies, no one really cares, because Reinier, I mean, he's done his job just by doing the position swap at the beginning of the match. So yeah, you're going to see the team over here. Once all of the lava is all over the field, then you have damage reduction on all of your allies. They're all dealing reduced damage. But they still are dealing high enough damage that it's better to run a team like this, for example, than a hero like Bailran or any... Well, even HP loss damage is reduced, actually, by this lava. So that's the crazy thing. It reduces HP loss damage from all sources, not just raw, like, damage reduction. Like in other bosses. Okay, so there we go. We got a new record. 4,853 million, which is not bad. It is not bad. However, the Velara team is overall going to be the best team, as you guys are going to see. And that is going to be from Rainies and AFK. They came up with this team, and this is going to be the top team of today. So pink turn on the right, blue turn on the left, Shmira on the Stellar Bond. We have Pheromore in the back buffing up Shmira, and then Reinier here to position swap Shmira, and we have Velara in the back left corner with the Blood Moon spell. You want to boost the levels of Shmira, number 1, and then Velara number 2, and then Pheromore number 3. The other heroes do not matter. We're going to go ahead and watch this in action. So there are actually two alternate formations. One is Reinier in front of Shmira, and one is Reinier in the position like we have here. You can try both. Maybe we will try both, but let's see what type of score we get on our first one, because we have almost a maxed out account for this team. The only thing holding us back is that we don't have Paragon 4 Velara yet, and there are people, you know, in my district, my guild, who have the Paragon 4 Velara. So that is the only thing that, like, is holding us back. Other than that, we have completely maxed potential. We have the maximum level currently attainable. And that is going to be, yeah. So let's see what type of score we can get. The top reported score of today has been around 5,200 million damage. So we're aiming for that. Aiming for even a bit higher than that, hopefully. Like 5,300 would be good. 38 seconds left. The stats heal buff effect of Velara, that's going to really ramp up your damage much more compared to, like, you know, the Daemon buffs we had in the previous team. So that is why this team is an upgrade compared to the Daemon team. Okay, 23 seconds left. 4.5 million damage, 20 seconds left. I mean, it's looking good. We're looking on track definitely to set a new record, but we need to set a big record. Because like I said, we're shooting for over 5,200 million. Okay, we're approaching 5,000 million right now. 5 seconds left. Okay, and we're going to break 5,200, and even 5,300 has been broken. And you're going to see there's not going to be much RNG. There's actually even still going to be top 2 position. That's crazy. My guild leader is insane. So a lot of damage from Shmira, and then Pheromore did the second highest amount of damage. But this is the thing. Even though we have the charms on Pheromore, you need to realize a lot of damage from Pheromore is just from the true damage from his magic circle, which is going to be based on all of your team's attack. It is not just... So Pheromore's damage is a bit misleading, thinking that, oh, if you charm upgrade him, if you even level upgrade him, it's going to make a big difference to his damage output. That is not the case, because a lot of his damage is coming from the team attack. And so, like, there's not going to be a big difference between even charms and no charms on Pheromore, but there's a big difference on Shmira. Okay, so this is overall definitely a good score. I want to see, what did my guild leader get? 5369. Okay, maybe there's some RNG to it. Also, we're going to try the alternate formation. We're going to try the alternate formation, which is going to have Reinier in front of Shmira, and see if that one does better. Okay, let's do a couple of skip runs. We have Reinier in front of Shmira. Is that going to do better? 5,003. It's almost identical. So whether you have Reinier in front of Shmira or you have Reinier to the side, like in front of the blue twin, it seems to be around about the same. Okay guys, as you can see from the records, it does seem like we're kind of capped out at the 5,332 million that we had. Anyway, hopefully this is helpful. Good luck getting a top score in the Magmazard Dream on boss today. If there's any other team that worked for you, feel free to share in the comment section down below. But thanks for watching. If you guys are not already a member of my AFK Journey Discord server, please join that. There's a link to that in the description of this video. Also, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. There's a link to that in the description of this video and a pinned comment. There's the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.